What's up, gentlemen? I'm Justin Stenstrom from Elite Man Magazine, and in this video I'm going to share with you how to have the right mindset for success. Let's face it, if you think about it, most people do not have a mindset for success. Most people's minds are just constantly bombarded by a bunch of trash and by a bunch of distractions, and they never get things done. But you're an elite man, and part of being an elite man, a big part actually of being an elite man, is having the right mindset for success. So the first thing that you have to do is come up with a goal that you really want to achieve and think about what it is about that goal that you really want to achieve. Because this is really the foundation of everything, is having that goal in mind, having that thing in mind that you really want to do. For some reason, it pulls down inside here about what it is about you that you want to get done in your life. This may take a bit of time, but it is so important for you to get down. If you just go about thinking of all these random goals all the time and they really don't mean all that much to you, you're never going to get them done. This is so critical to the overall process of having that success mindset, because if you don't have an actual goal that really means something to you, you're never going to want to put in the work that it takes to get it done. Finding that thing, finding that one thing that really has that reason for the end result being worth all the time and dedication that you're going to have to put into it, that's the thing that you want to go after. So again, this may take a bit of time to actually nail this thing down to what it is that you really want, but it is so worth it, and I highly recommend that you spend that time really brainstorming and figuring out what it is that you want to achieve and why it is that you want to achieve that thing. The second thing that you have to do is you have to dedicate yourself to that goal. Once you figure out what it is you want and why it is you want that thing, you have to commit yourself into achieving that goal. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how much time it takes, no matter how many times you fall down, you have to pick yourself back up and keep going. Again, that's why choosing the right goal or goals is so important, because you're not going to want to pick yourself back up. You're not going to want to dedicate all that time, and you're not going to want to keep going if you don't really care about the end result of that goal. But if you do choose a meaningful goal, you want to dedicate yourself, you want to keep going, you want to keep pushing yourself through no matter how hard it gets, because you know that at the end of this all, it's going to all be worth it. But it does take a lot of work, and it will take a lot of time, and you have to know that up front, and you really have to commit to doing these types of things and dedicate yourself to this and not quit. Because in reality, the only way that you can fail in life is if you quit. And the third thing that you have to do if you want to have a mindset for success is to recognize right now that you will fall, that you will fail, that you will get knocked down probably multiple times over before you start seeing some success. I got breaking news. Life can be tough. And oftentimes when you're going after something important, something meaningful, it can be really tough, because you know it's going to be a challenge. You know at the end of this, if you can conquer all those things, you're going to have happiness and success, because you know it's going to be tough. So the thing is, you have to be prepared for it to actually be tough. You have to be prepared to fall down, to stumble, to hit those roadblocks in the way. But you got to keep going no matter what happens. You have to be ready to just pick yourself back up and keep chugging along forward, because again, the only way you can fail in this endeavor is if you quit. If you prepare yourself for it to be tough, if you prepare yourself for it to be difficult, if you prepare yourself for the inevitable stumbles along the way, you're going to be fine, because you know it's all just a part of the journey. Fourth thing, right along with this point, that you have to do is to actually learn from these failures and these stumbles along the way. That's actually where some of the biggest breakthroughs happen, is when you stumble or when you fail, you pick yourself back up, you pivot a little bit, you try something a little bit differently, and then you go along and have some of your biggest epiphanies this way. I'm telling you, there's always a lesson to be learned from a failure. There's always something you can get out of that and try something differently the next time. Some of my personal biggest failures in life have then resulted in some of my biggest successes thereafter. This isn't just a bunch of motivational crap either. This is actually really true. There are so much to learn from your failures and so much growth that can be had when you actually look back and see what you did wrong and how you can improve that and fix that to get better. And the fifth and final thing that you have to do to have a mindset for success is to evolve, adapt, and grow from these failures and continue to have success. As long as you're constantly learning and growing and adapting from these failures and all the other lessons that you're learning just along the way, you're going to continue to crush it. So it's really just a matter of sticking with it and continuing to do the right things despite all the other shit that's going to pop up and all the crap and all the stumbling and all the roadblocks and the falling down on your face because you messed up and did something really bad. If you just continue to push yourself forward, you're going to be successful. But again, you do have to learn lessons. You do have to grow. You do have to change, adapt, evolve. All of these things are so important to your success because if you stay the same and you just continue to push yourself over and over again, you're not learning anything new and you're not actually growing. But staying on your toes and being aware of all the things that are happening and continuing to do these things, you 100% are going to make it, and you 100% are going to find success. So that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like below and also share your #1 secret for success in the comment section. I want to know what you've done in the past to find success. And as always, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now to get more of these fantastic videos, and hit the notification bell to get notified the instant we release a new video.